Thanks for joining me today for another episode of White Woman in Distress. This podcast is about raising awareness for missing kids, teens, and adults. My goal is to help spread the word and find those who are missing. We need to come together as a community to find these people. We need to stop ignoring what we see and start looking out for each other. I understand that you want to stay safe, but it's important to speak up when you notice something's wrong. If someone you loved was missing, you would want people to help. People who think, this could never happen to me, need to understand it can happen to anyone. Every day, children, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunts, and uncles go missing. You don't have to put yourself at risk. You can always call tips in anonymously. Our goal should be to bring everyone home safely. Everyone deserves to know what happened, and families deserve closure. Viewer discretion is advised. This content may discuss violence, sexual assault, and murder, which may be distressing to some. Listener discretion is advised. Today, we're diving into the heartbreaking case of Arianna Fitts, a young girl who has been missing since 2016, and the tragic murder of her mother, Nicole Fitts. This story is filled with unanswered questions and ongoing searches for justice. Let's explore the details, shall we? Nicole Fitts was a dedicated mother facing significant challenges. She worked at the Best Buy, and despite her hard work, she struggled to make ends meet. Financial instability forced Nicole and her daughters into a homeless shelter at one point. To cope with the situation, Nicole sent her older daughter to live with her father in Southern California, hoping it would provide some stability. While at the shelter, Nicole met the Messiah Briggs, who offered her and Arianna a place to stay. Initially, this seemed like a lifeline, but it quickly took a turn into a nightmare as Briggs became abusive and controlling. Nicole moved out and found different babysitters for Arianna, Briggs's niece, Elo, and Helena, along with Helena's husband, Devin. Nicole's struggles were not unique, as many single mothers face similar challenges. She was known for her resilience and determination to provide a better life for her children. Friends and colleagues described her as a loving and caring mother who always put her children first. Despite the hardships, Nicole maintained her job at Best Buy and continued to fight for her family's well-being. In early 2016, Nicole was determined to create a better life for herself and Arianna. She secured a job at Best Buy and was focused on regaining custody of Arianna, who had been staying with the Martins. On April 1st, 2016, Nicole planned to retrieve her daughter. She was reportedly upset and intended to involve the police if necessary, but she never got the chance. Her body was discovered on April 8th in a shallow grave in San Francisco's McLaren Park, covered by a piece of plywood with an odd symbol painted on it. Let's delve into the timeline of events leading up to and following the disappearance and murder. In February of 2016, Arianna Fitts was last seen in Oakland, California. On April 1st, Nicole Fitts was last seen alive. She received a phone call luring her out of her residence. April 5th, 2016, Nicole reported Arianna missing. April 8th, Nicole's body was discovered in San Francisco's McLaren Park. March 2020, a $100,000 reward was announced for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible. In 2022, the reward was increased to $250,000. The investigation revealed that Nicole had received a phone call that lured her out of her residence to meet the babysitter. This was the last time she was seen alive. Following her death, the babysitters, particularly Helena and Devin and Silo, were uncooperative with police and provided inconsistent statements. Helena Martin was previously served a 6-year prison term for killing the father of her child, which further complicated the investigation. Several theories have emerged over the years regarding Arianna's disappearance and Nicole's murder. One theory suggests that Arianna might have been taken by someone who wanted to raise her as their own. Another theory points to a possible trafficking scenario, given the inconsistencies and uncooperative behavior of the babysitters. The odd symbol found on the plywood covering Nicole's body has also sparked various speculations, including connections to cult activities or gang involvement. Despite intensive efforts, Arianna remains missing. In March 2020, the San Francisco Police Department announced a $100,000 reward for the information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for Nicole's murder and Arianna's disappearance. This reward was later increased to $250,000 in 2022. Age progression images of Arianna have been released, showing what she might look like at the ages of 6 and 8. Despite these efforts, no arrests have been made in connection with the case. Arianna's family continues to hold out hope that she is still alive. They created a website, ariannafitts.org, and actively engage with the public to keep her case in the spotlight. Nicole's sister, Contessa Fitts, has been particularly vocal, expressing her belief that someone might have wanted to raise Arianna as their own child. The role of the community in solving such cases cannot be overstated. Public awareness and vigilance are crucial in bringing justice to the victims and their families. Community members are encouraged to report any suspicious activities or information that could aid in the investigation. Grassroots movement and local organizations often play a significant role in maintaining the momentum of such cases, ensuring that they remain in the public eye. Comparing Arianna's case with other similar disappearances can provide valuable insight. For instance, the case of Madeleine McCann, who disappeared in Portugal in 2007, shares similarities in the sense of public interest and ongoing search efforts. My thoughts are, if you know of anyone that just randomly got a 4-year-old around April 2016, please come forward or let the FBI know that, hey, my friend just randomly showed up in 2016 with a 4-year-old girl. I do hope that she was given to somebody to raise as their own, and there was just a lot of miscommunication, and that person didn't know what was going on, and that the little girl had been kidnapped and the mom had been murdered. And if you know anything about the symbol that I'm showing right at this moment, please call the FBI or the police department. Let them know that you know what this is or what this means or what it could mean. Any leads could really help. My hope is that someone out there knows something, and by listening to this podcast, you can come forward and we can get whomever murdered Nicole Fitts behind bars and hopefully Arianna's case solved. I'm hopeful that Arianna is still alive and that she is just out there in the world living, but her family definitely deserves to know what happened to her, and they deserve answers for Nicole. Analyzing these cases can highlight common challenges and potential strategies for resolution. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Arianna Fitts or the murder of her mother, Nicole Fitts, please contact the San Francisco Police Department at 415-553-0123 or the FBI at 415-553-7400. Every tip, no matter how small, could be crucial in solving this case and bringing justice to the Fitts family. Thank you for listening to this episode of White Woman in Distress. Remember to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media for updates on this and other cases. Together, we can help bring justice and closure to these tragic stories. Until next time, stay safe and vigilant. If you see something, say something, do something. Thank you.